1. So, blowjobs. Moving on. Have you forgotten the Penguin Classic recently?
Oh shit, I forgot to ask Robin about those.
Have you forgotten Eva Urson?
Can I fight a spider or something now? Okay.
Oh, this is not going to help the phrasing of this. I just realised.
Okay.
A dark stone gateway veined with red flecks stands resolute but empty.
Is this the AI that wrote that?
No, I wrote this bit.
Okay.
Clearly it must be reactivated or else a different route of escape must be discovered. A foul smell of stagnant water and fungus fills the air. Throb, throb.
No throbbing in Puzzlebox.
Too late for that.
This is a throb-free zone. How do I make this portal throb again?
Please don't say this as a child. It's so much worse.
Okay, so but the portal is not lit anymore.
No.
Veined portal. Closed. Okay. What do I see around me?
As you look around, look out from your situated position, you notice a dense thicket of undergrowth that seems to be blocking the way. The undergrowth consists of thick, tangled vines, moss-covered rocks, and clusters of lichen that cling to every surface. The bog that lies beyond the undergrowth is shrouded in perpetual mist, and the air is thick with the scent of damp earth and rotting vegetation. As you make your way through the tangled vines, the ground beneath your feet becomes increasingly squishy and wet. Your boots sink into the muddy soil and you hear the squelching of the mud with each step. The vines and the ferns that surround you are thick with moisture, and small insects buzz around your face and ears. The undergrowth seems to go on forever, but you push on, determined to see what lies beyond. Eventually you come to a clearing. The sight that greets you is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The clearing is a vast expanse of murky water surrounding on all sides by towering trees and twisting vines. The water is thick and with algae and mud, and you can see strange shapes moving beneath the surface. As you make your way through the bog, you realise that this is a forgotten cave, is a place of great danger and mystery. Who knows what secrets lie beneath the murky waters, or what strange creatures lurk in the undergrowth? You steel yourself for whatever challenges lie ahead, knowing that you must brave the bog and find out what lies beyond.
I hope this puddle is not deep. She will like dip her toe to see how deep it is. If she, because I assume she sinks.
Yes, as you dip your toe in the mud, you can't really determine how deep it is, but as you dip in, the mud seems to subsume your foot slightly, almost dragging it down.
She will try and pull her leg out again.
Strength throw.
Good thing she.
Fucking hell! Good move. Good start there.
I don't want to crit roll on that.
No, it's not really the crit you want, is it?
No.
Yes, you manage to pull your foot out as all of the mud squelches down and creates a vacuum, holding in everything that was once there.
There has to be an easier way. Would Trix know that mud, when heated up, becomes solid?
Have any discourse towards mud? Would Trix have been exactly exposed to mud in her rich lifetime?
It would be in school, like if they have some sort of arts and crafts.
So clay.
Yeah.
They've molded mud into beautiful sculptures, but past that I don't know anything.
I don't know that the clay or mud can harden if you heat it enough.
You would know that, actually. Yeah, I grant you that.
So I learned it from school. Have Trix learned that from school?
That's your judgment. It is, after all, your story.
Well, the better question is, has Trix had some sort of educational arts and crafts?
Well, Trix has had an extensive education, so arts and crafts is very normal to her. I would
So
say,
she would probably know that, like, the dirt, clay, and that area becomes hard when heated.
yeah.
Yeah. So but that's clay, of course. But because my first instinct is to try and heat the surface to see if it hardens, even if it's mud.
In that case, if you're unsure, do a wisdom roll, to be perfectly honest.
15.
Yeah, she'd be enough and known to know that certain things, when you heat them, harden.
Yeah, and if it doesn't like necessarily harden, like solid harden, at least she evaporates the water in the mud. So she will try and cast firebolt at the ground.
The ground will stop and kind of. Do you know how mud goes when it's really hot and it cracks?
Yeah,
That's how it will go.
she will
Becomes
with
barren. That's the word I'm looking for.
one foot still on land. She will try and step the other foot on top of the cracked
The
surface.
cracked surface seems to almost float and jiggle, but it's stable enough to stand on.
She will cast another firebolt in front of there.
And stepstone across,
Yes,
basically.
stepstone across with firebolt.
Okay. You can manage to do so. I'm presuming you're going to continue to do this.
Yeah, she will. For every step she takes, she does this.
Okay. Eventually, you come across a site. So you will reach about here, just trying to do that, to be honest.
Oh, this is a huge map.
Yeah, it's a very big map. It's a really nice map too, I'm going to be honest. Whoever made this map, fantastic pips you. I don't actually know who it is. So, deep in the heart of a dense, dark, foggy bog lies an ancient forgotten temple, long since abandoned and forgotten by the world above. The temple is situated in the middle of a murky, forbidding fog, which is shrouded in mist and surrounded by gnarled trees and twisted vines that seem almost alive. The bog is a treacherous place filled with quicksand, hidden sinkholes, and biting insects. The air is thick with the smell of rot and decay, and the only sound is a constant buzzing of insects and the occasional croak of a toad. In the heart of the bog lies the forgotten temple, its crumbling walls and moss-covered pillars rising out of the murky waters like ghastly sentinels. The temple is filled with dark, winding passages and strange symbols, to your knowledge at least. Ominous whispers seem to emanate from it. Despite its eerie, foreboding atmosphere, there's a palpable sense of power and magic emanating from the structure, as if it was a focal point for dark forces have long since forgotten and left the rest of the world. Those who dare to venture into the bog and explore the forgotten temple do so at their own risk, for they may encounter untold dangers and horrors beyond imagining. Sadly, however, this seems to be your fate.
Would someone send a child here? This seems a bit odd. Where is the end? Oh, okay, thank you. Is this like the? Can I? Oh! It goes on top. Yes, no more mud.
Oh,
I assume. Hmm?
perched atop a jagged cliff overlooking the murky bog lies a vast windswept plateau. The plateau is stark contrast to the bog below, with its oddly sun-baked stone and clear skies above, a respite from the damp and murky underworld below. The plateau is dotted with gnarled trees and moss-covered rocks. The wind whips through the tall grasses that grow in the patches across its surface. The air is crisp and clean, free from the opposite odours of the bog. Sorry. Despite its seemingly idyllic surroundings, the plateau holds its own secrets and dangers. The sheer drop off the cliff edge is treacherous, and the winds can whip up suddenly and without warning, capable of knocking even the strongest warriors off their feet. For those brave enough to venture to the plateau, they find respite and safety from the dangers lurking in the bog below. But they must remain ever vigilant, for danger can come from any direction, and the dangers surrounding wilderness are ever present.
She will. Oh shit. Climb up here. Um, is this like a pillar or is it just like a circular
I have a
space?
description.
Oh,
You enter a corridor of an ancient forbidden temple. The walls are old and worn, with cracks and cobwebs covering the stones. As you approach the closest end of the corridor, you see a dais of profane ruins etched into the stone floor. The runes glow with a sickly green light, and their meaning seems to be beyond your comprehension. Atop the dais stands a torch, flickering with an eerie violet light. The torch seems to barely hold back the darkness that surrounds it. It almost appears to warp them as if they are alive. The light from the torch illuminates the corridor, casting strange and unnatural shadows on the walls. You can feel a sense of foreboding as you look at the torch. It's not an ordinary flame, and you can sense that it's infused with a powerful, dangerous magic. You can hear whispers in the shadows. They seem to be beckoning you forward, urging you to touch the torch and continue your journey.
is touching the torch and touching the flame the same thing?
No.
I want to touch the flame. Or not touch it, like put my hand
Put
in
your
it, but
hand in the
like
fire.
no, like imagine because everyone as a
Kind
child
of
did
hold your
this,
hand out
with
near it.
yeah, but like when you have like a candle and there's a small flame, everyone has like tried and put their finger
Yeah.
through it, and you get like soot. She would like try to do that over the flame, just with her hand.
As you reach the dais, you feel the runes pulsing beneath your feet. The torch seems to be the only source of light in this dark and foreboding place, and you can't help but be drawn to its flickering violet flame.
So what happens when she puts her hand quickly through it, the
As you
flame?
reach to take the torch and touch the flame, you feel a surge
I'm
of
not
energy.
touching the torch. I'm not touching the torch. I'm just
As you
putting.
reach the torch and touch the flame,
Yes.
you feel a surge of energy course through your body. You feel the shadows drawing closer, but the light from the torch keeps them at bay. You know what you must do. You know you must keep the torch with you if you're to hope to survive the journey ahead.
She'll take the torch.
With a deep breath, you take hold of the torch, and the violet light fills the corridor, banishing the shadows and illuminating your path forward. From just beyond the light, you hear a hushed tone. Please, I wish to help. Who are you that holds the torch bearer?
Uh, hello? Where are you?
Hello, child. From the shadows, you see something flickering and moving, as if it is one with the shadows itself.
I, I, are you friendly? Or are you mean?
No,
Jasper
no,
has warned me about not being fooled by pretty lights, and if this torch is one of those pretty lights I should avoid, you need to tell me if you're nice or if you're bad. Those
I
are the rules.
don't know anymore.
You don't know whether you're good or bad.
Everything seems dark, apart from
But
you, the torch.
Well, why don't you come closer to the torch?
If you will help, I will go. But the fire scares the shadows below.
Well, isn't that a good thing?
I've seen another for so long. I don't know how to feel anymore.
She will take uh, a few steps closer in the hallway.
As you step closer, you see a strange hooded figure that seems to recoil slightly from the light before becoming more used to it. The light, it burns the shadows.
Um, well, but does it burn you?
I am not a shadow, but have been forgotten. Why do you come to this forsaken place, child?
Um, well, uh, I I'm actually wondering the same thing. I think it's something here I ought to find.
All that come here seek that which should not be found.
Can you tell me about this temple? Is it a temple? I think it's a temple. It looks like a temple. Can you tell me about it? Do you know anything?
This place was built by the ancient Netherese to hide something. I tried to find it, but I'm not capable. Something is stopping me.
What is stopping you?
I do not know, but none of us have been able to grasp the torch.
What
Perhaps
happened?
you will have more success.
What do you mean no one has been able to touch the torch? It's easy. Just grab it.
Or you, or me. No. If I help you, will you free me?
Hmm.
I can
So,
protect you in this place. This is no place for a child.
yeah, if I knew this was where I was going, I would have told them the same thing. But here I am, and obviously there's something here for me to find. But if you can protect me, I I would feel a lot safer. I this place kind of scares me.
A step closer. I can help, but I fear much is lost from me.
How? Why?
I no longer remember who or what I am. I have been here for so long, trying to find the secrets. I tried and tried and failed, but perhaps you are the key.
We can look together if you want.
Look with you.
Yeah.
There are dangers that you cannot comprehend here.
Oh, but I know how to cast firebolt, so I'm fine.
I ask only one favor of you.
And what is that?
Friend of mine, once we were allies. Sadly, he did not survive in the way I have. If we find him, we must end his pain.
In his pain, do you need me to kill him?
I do not know. Perhaps there is a way to save him, but it is unknown to me. I have been here for many years.
What is your name?
My name. My name was once Malik. Now I know not what it is. But you may call me friend.
Okay, friend, lead the way. Even though this place is kind of scary, and she will take a few steps further in. Do you know what we will encounter here?
Shadows themselves are dark and forgotten. But past that, I know little of what dwells here. The shadows have caressed me, the shadows have saved me, but past that, I know nothing. You walk up to a corridor with a large stone door covered in profane glyphs. Don't you love Malik?
I kind of like him this
Yeah,
far.
I thought you'd appreciate him.
Because, like, I don't know what he is, and I don't know if he's good or if he's bad. I don't know anything about him.
He doesn't necessarily know what he is, which is the whole point.
Which is what current Trix has been struggling with for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a door here.
Yeah, there's a large stone door, which is why you can't see past it.
Okay. Was there anything on the door?
There are large profane glyphs.
And they look like what?
They are undecipherable, but they're in a language forgotten by time.
Friend, do you know anything about this door?
I can open the door, but you
Oh,
must hold the shadows at bay.
oh, okay. And she would like look at her torch and like, and she would just yank
As you do so,
it.
you see the shadows recoil from your very grasp.
Do your magic, friend. I keep the shadows away.
You will mutter in a language which isn't particularly known to you.
Oh shit! I just realized. Hold on. The languages of tricks. She would actually only know common and gnomish.
Uh-huh.
Because undercommon, thieves' cant, grung, and abyssal would come later in life.
Yes.
Okay, so she can only. Okay, so only common and gnomish. Okay, fine.
So she
Well,
seems to be uttering in like hushed tone with strange language.
she will whisper to like not disturb, but still she's curious. Uh, what language are you speaking in?
I am speaking the language of this place.
Oh, that doesn't tell me very much.
I realise his token's not on your layer. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, he's not. I have no idea where he is. There he is. Okay.
Slowly, one by one, the glyphs will illuminate.
Can you teach me that? That seems to be very handy.
Is this not a language you know?
Is it a learnable language?
It is, but have I been gone so long from this world that my tongue is lost to it?
Why don't you just leave this place?
I am bound to it lest my business is completed.
Do you want me to help you to get free from this place?
I believe by finding what you wish, my freedom will be garnered.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Open the doors! Oh shit, the shadows! As she momentarily forgot. And she will point her torch back. Sorry, I forgot about the shadows.
The door will open with a puff of fetid air.
How long has it been since anyone was in here?
What year is it? Oh, yeah, wait a moment.
Not the first birth, the fourth birth. Aha! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, it's the year 1460.
Been gone for 300 years.
Oh, oh, that's a long time.
I did not rest upon the earth since the Netherese controlled a city.
Oh,
I speak my mother tongue.
what? What do you? Where were you born, if I may ask?
I was born among my kind.
Can I, from the looks of this person, can I like take a guess? Can Trix take a guess at what type of race he is?
You can try, but he usually say he's not what he looks like anymore.
Yeah, but like, can I different if he's like an elf or an orc or
Try.
okay? What would I roll?
Let's say nature.
Fine. Never mind.
Due to the strange mutations and changes in his form, it's impossible for you to figure out what kind of race he once was.
Okay.
It's enough to know, however, he did not used to look like this.
Well, no shit.
Face was
I
clearly
think
painted.
I think even with an 8 in natural roll, even Trix would understand that this is not what he was born looking like.
Yeah.
Well, while we're walking, would you mind indulging me in how you ended up looking like you do? No offense.
Do I not look as myself? There are
Well,
no mirrors in this place. Do I
well,
not
I
look
don't know.
foolish?
I don't know what yourself was supposed to look like, but I have never seen anyone look like the way you do.
I was a beautiful blonde-haired man once. Am I no more?
Not exactly. Hold on. And she will take out her sword, which is steel and is reflective. I don't have a mirror, but you can see kinda your reflection in my sword here. And she will like hold it up, not threatening. She will like hold the handle and she will like bend it towards herself because he's taller. So it's not pointing towards him; it's pointing behind Trix.
You will look back and look at what has become of me. I am a monster.
Well, you don't look that scary. I've seen worse.
Look it up. I have no face. I have no features. Whatever is me is lost.
Hey, friend, we will fix this, you know?
Not
We'll
fix
get out of here.
I'm twisted beyond compare. I am a monster.
You're not a monster. Get yourself put yourself together, man. You're not a monster. You are yourself. A monster is not a definition of looks. It's a definition of who you are as a person. It's a monster is a monster. If you were a monster, you would have eaten me. And do you feel a hunger towards eating me?
I wish only to escape this place now.
Exactly. A monster doesn't escape. The Trix toughening up.
Yeah. As you step into the L-shaped corridor of the ancient Forbidden Temple, you are immediately struck by thick plumes of noxious gas that fill the chamber. The acrid smell of sulfur and burning chemicals assaults your senses, making it difficult to breathe. You quickly realize that this gas is not only toxic but also obscures your vision, making it hard to see more than a few feet in front of you. The corridor stretches out before you with two visible exits, one open and another blocked by dark metal doors, which lie shut. You feel a sense of unease emanating from the blocked door, and it's clear that something sinister lies behind it. You hear faint whispers and murmurs coming from the other side, as if the door itself is taunting you to open it. The open exit appears to lead to another room, but the thick gas makes it difficult to see exactly where it goes. You can sense movement and hear shuffling noises coming from within, but you can't make out what's causing them. It's clear that the gas
Is,
is not only toxic, but also disorientating. You must be careful as you make your way through the chamber.
is this the area where the gas is?
Uh, there.
Oh, this way.
Yeah. The walls of the corridor are made of rough-hewn stone, and the air is damp and musty. You can see ancient glyphs etched into the walls, but they are faded and difficult to decipher. You can feel a sense of danger and foreboding emanating from the entire chamber, and you know that you must tread carefully if you are in any hope to survive. As you move deeper into the corridor, you feel the noxious gas growing thicker and your vision begins to blur. You must decide which path to take, the open exit which may lead to danger, or the blocked door that may hold answers, but also unknown horrors. Whatever your choice, you know you must be prepared for the worst. Didn't you too badly, did it, the AI? Ina's
Hmm.
thinking hard. It's too late. I burned too many brain cells.
This feels like, you know, the riddle that like one door leads to, or it's the riddle with like you can ask one question. There's two gods, and you can ask one question and
How do you choose
one will
the other
always lie, and
gods?
one,
Yeah.
yeah. And you need to ask one question. What question would you ask? It feels like
Worth
a
noting,
riddle.
although I wrote it into AI, I gave it very specific instructions, so I basically wrote it, just reworded it for me.
Okay, so this way there is. Hold on, I need freehand. This is where the door is. That may lead to answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What are these? Is this statues?
They are the fountains of plumes of smoke.
So this is where the smoke emanates from.
You believe so, yes.
Okay. Uh, hmm.
Liquid look at you. Do not step into the smoke. But for you, you must choose which way to take.
Have you ever been past the smoke?
I have been past the smoke, but the door has barred me. I am unable to pass it.
Hmm. Wait, what was this direction again? There's a big
There's
chasm
a
here.
corridor.
I can see that.
There's a corridor which we're going to have to step into if you wish to discover further.
Can I like peek in the corridor?
Yeah, you can.
She will take one step, but not go into it, but like peek inside of it.
As you peek into the cave, you are immediately struck by the rugged and jagged nature of the walls. The sides of the caves are sharp and uneven, and the rough edges just jut out at odd directions. The air is cool and musty, and the sound of footsteps echoes eerily off the walls. As you if you move deeper into the cave, the walls begin to widen, and you soon find yourself viewing an area at the edge of a massive fissure that seems to stretch on forever. The fissure is wide enough that you can barely see the passageway on the other side, and the darkness within is so deep that your torchlight barely penetrates its depths. The edges of the fissure are razor sharp, and you can't help but wonder what could have caused such a massive and impressive formation. Perhaps an earthquake or a volcanic eruption, or maybe something else entirely. As you peer down into the endless abyss, your heart races with excitement and fear. You can feel the weight of earth pressing down upon you, and the darkness seems to begin to swallow you up. You can't help but wonder what secrets and mysteries lie hidden within its vast and treacherous cavern, and whether you have the courage to explore them.
The worst part is that my first initial thought is like, into the unknown, into the unknown.
I know.
That was my first. That was my initial thought that I wanted to do. um, I really want to jump into this hole. Hey, friend, do you know anything about this thing? And she will point to the hole.
Have fallen in and never returned.
How
People
do you
I have
feel?
never heard the drop.
How do you feel about jumping into the hole?
Even in this form, I would rather to avoid it.
I need to pee.
Actually,
I need to
I
pee.
do as well. So
I really need to pee.
yes, there we go.
Okay. What do you know about the path further beyond the chasm?
I have not gone there in many.
Why not?
A place of winding, jagged rocks and strange flora. Holds no benefit to the living, nor the dead, nor whatever I am now.
Fuck, I forgot to. Hold on, just give me 1 minute. I has returned. Yes, okay. You know what, friend? Do you know what my impression of this area is?
Hmm, what would that be?
I really think that this chasm is the key. However, I would want to try and reach the door from this sulfurous area first, even though it smells like demons.
No, it smells like demons.
She would know what the demon smells like.
Oh, absolutely. I am no way denying that.
So, I want to try something. Uh, I would want Wait. Go on. Oh shit, that's what I thought. Okay, let's not do that.
Okay, Isla.
Yeah, no, I just had to. I knew that sulfur was flammable, but I was
Oh,
just
yes.
wondering in what form.
Every form is the genuine answer.
Yeah, because sulfur exists in many different types of forms,
It does.
so I was
Solid, liquid, and
wondering.
gas, to be honest.
Yes, let's not put this on fire. Um, okay, Trix will just hold her breath.
Okay.
Uh, okay, what she will do, she will go down on all fours.
Okay.
She will hold her breath, close her eyes, and crawl as fast as she can, straight forward, while using her hands so she doesn't like crash into anything.
Can I have Constitution saving throw with advantage, please?
It was an 11 on both.
Okay, it's not that awful.
No, I mean 7 on both.
Okay. You are still a child, though, so you can manage to get through and reach the door.
Is the sulfurous gas still surrounding me?
Sulfurous gas seems to be avoiding the door slightly, as if it's scaring it.
Okay, so right at the door, there's not this gas.
No.
Okay, she will stand up.
The door,
Uh,
once again, is covered in glyphic symbols.
and perhaps, or probably something I can't recognize.
No, but they are written in abyssal.
Oh. Can you read this, friend?
And now to read it, I have been able to bypass this since I have been here.
She will just, when you barely touch something
Yeah.
with your fingertips, she will do that to the glyphs.
Did you touch the glyph? They seem to illuminate and the door can open. How have you been able to do this?
She will just turn her head towards friend. That was quite easy. Why didn't you try that?
I've waited for so long, but been able to do this.
Come on, let's explore.
He doesn't really have a face, so he can't really show an expression at this point.
Why is there two of me?
I don't know. Why is it doing? Oh, that's weird.
Well, now I know what's down here. Okay. Um. Okay, I can see the contours of dragon statues. Or they might be griffins.
You step forward into a procession hallway, and the first thing that catches your eye are grand fountains that line the path. Once magnificent, they are now dried out with dark, murky waters caked around the edges. Each fountain is situated at an equal distance, with 5 in total. The fountains are ornate with detailed carvings and sculptures, but the darkness that surrounds them seems to sap away their grandeur, leaving only a sense of foreboding in its place. The water that once flowed through them has long since dried out, leaving behind only a thick sludge that seems to be infused with the very essence of darkness. The hallway itself is dimly lit, with shadows lurking around every corner. The fountains cast an eerie shadows that seem to dance along the walls, distorting their shapes and creating a sense of unease. As you make your way down the path, you notice 2 exits, each leading to a different location, but you can't help but wonder what lies beyond them. You also notice an alcove behind one of the fountains, hidden from view to most. As you move closer, you see a small chamber filled with arcane symbols and ancient relics. You realize that it must be a hidden chamber which is not part of the temple's original designs. As you as you stand there, taking in the scene around you, you can't help but feel a sense of danger lurking in the darkness. The dried out fountains seem to be spouting darkness as if they were warning you to turn back. But you know you must press on, for the secrets that lie beyond this hallway are too great to ignore.
There's a door here.
There is a glyphic door once again.
And the door here.
Yes.
But this is open.
Yes.
Is there any, like, is it just clean, dried in the bottom of these fountains? Or is there, like, some remnants of
There's some
things?
detritus left over. He will say, "That's where the spider lays. Death only remains."
Spider?
The queen,
Ugh.
they fed her to protect what was lost.
I read once about a spider queen. She was called Ungoliath. I just know the Norwegian name. I don't know
Do
the
you mean
English one.
Aragog? Are you referring to Lord of the
No.
Rings?
Yeah, Lord of Rings.
Aragog.
No, that's Harry Potter.
Oh,
Ungoliath.
Shelob is the spider from Lord of the Rings.
Isn't that the one in Lord of Rings? Like when we see it, but Ungoliath is from Silmarillion. She's the one that
Oh yeah,
devoured
Angolia in
Silmarillion.
Silmarillion, yes.
Yeah, she devoured the Silmarillions, I think.
Yes, she
Or
did.
did she devour them?
I believe she did.
She
Or she
she devoured
attempted to, one of the
something.
two. She attempted to
Yeah,
devour them, I think.
yeah. I read about this spider once. She was called Ungoliant. She was quite scary. She could eat stars.
This is a man-eating spider.
Oh.
Or was once.
Wait, did you say man-eating spider?
Yes.
Well, then I'm safe. I'm a female.
It refers to the species rather than the person.
Well, I'm not a man.
You
She
are
will.
you
She
are a
will.
human. Oh, okay.
She will venture it. She. This is a man-eating spider, and Trix is a female.
Female laughter is much more.
This is also, by the way, a reference to Lord of the Rings,
Oh, I fully know.
because no man can slay me.
It's not the
And she
Witch King.
pulls out her
You are not
head.
the Witch King of Angmar.
No, but no man could kill the Witch King of Angmar.
Technically not true, because according to Tolkien, it's a strange moment. Not necessarily referring to men, it's referring to something else. As you approach a narrow passageway that leads deeper into the cavern, your heart sinks at the thought of what might lie ahead. The passageway is narrow that you have to turn sideways to squeeze. Oh, sorry. Don't let me. Squeeze through, and the walls are rough and jagged, with occasional web strings across the gap. The air is thick with a musty scent of spice silk. You can feel the sense of unease settling over you as you venture deeper into the dark, cramped passageway. By the way, the friend is following you. The passage. The walls are so close that you can feel them pressing it in upon you, and the lack of light makes it difficult to see what you're doing. As you inch your way along the passageway, your senses are on high alert, and you find yourself listening intently for any sound that may indicate the presence of this large spider. Your heart races with fear and anticipation, and you feel the sweat starting to bead on your forehead. Despite the danger that lies ahead, you press on.
Trix
Determined.
will.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is just formalities anyway. Trix will fumble in the darkness for her friend behind her, and grab his hand because she's scared.
His hand is cold and almost slimy.
She will
Probably
still
more,
hold on to the
probably
hand.
more of a comfort than anything else. Yes.
just, she will whisper this. Just don't let go, okay?
I don't think we should go forward.
Oh, come on,
There's
don't be a wuss.
much.
She takes another step.
As you step forward into the cave, your footfalls are muffled by a thick layer of webbing that covers every surface. The walls and ceiling are draped in sticky white web, and you can see the occasional movement of small insects that have become trapped within it. The air is heavy and musty with a scent of decay. As you move deeper into the cavern, you notice there is no solid ground beneath your feet. Instead, everything is suspended on webs which stretch out on massive, intricate networks across the cave. You have to be careful with your every step, as the webs are sticky and slippery, threatening to get away at any moment. As you look up, you see the ceiling is covered in a thick layer of webbing, with dark shapes dangling from it. As you move closer, you realize with horror that these shapes are cocooned remains of animals and individuals that have fallen prey to whatever dwells here. The cocooned corpses hang from the ceiling like macabre ornaments, their distorted shapes a testament to the horror that they must have experienced in their final moments. The cave itself is large, with multiple tunnels and chambers that twist and turn in every possible direction. You feel a sense of unease creeping up on you as you realize a spider could be lurking anywhere, waiting to pounce on its next victim. You. The very air seems to be thick with danger, and you can't help but wonder whether you should turn back before it's too late.
Can I cast mage armor on myself? The reason I'm asking is because it says you touch a willing creature who isn't wearing armor, and I'm not wearing armor,
Maybe not.
and I'm a willing creature. Can I touch myself and cast mage armor on myself?
In honest truth, everybody casts mage armor on themselves, so absolutely.
Okay, I will do that, which means I have an AC of 13 plus my dexterity modifier, which is 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have an AC of 17 now. AC 17. Um, you, you, you know what, friend? I am actually quite scared.
He will tug at your hand. We should leave before she grows hungry. And he will begin tugging you and dragging you back with great intent.
She will tug him onwards.
Towards
Wait,
the cave.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Is this a stupid idea, Alex?
I
You
offer,
know,
I offer no opinion, merely fact.
she will still whisper. She will whisper the whole time. But it's stressful for me to whisper.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we need to explore the areas that you haven't been to, because obviously you have explored most of this temple. So let's go to the places you haven't been, and let's see what lies beyond.
He's fairly weak. I know what lies here. We should leave.
But have you been beyond what lays here?
There is nothing beyond here but death.
Well, you don't know. I want to peek inside this cave, and she will
As
carefully
Carol,
carefully step forward and try to like peek around. And she does have dark vision, so hopefully it's easier for her to see.
some picture. Alex' form will flicker for a moment. For a split second, perception check.
Well,
The second he looks like this, we should leave. It is not safe here.
wait, is he a drow
That is what he looks like.
originally?
That is what he looks like. Before reverting back to his hooded form, he would attempt to grab you and run out with you. Will you
Why
resist
are
him
you...
or not?
She will resist him, but she will also ask, "What? Why are you so scared?"
Creature is coming. It will eat you and me. I have not survived this long without knowing this.
Have you tried facing it?
The creature has eaten many. It is
Well,
hungry and
maybe
does not
we...
care for you.
Well, maybe we should eat it.
It will continually try and sort of grab you away.
I just have to ask, is this your way of telling me I should not go here, or can I press
No,
further on? Because I will.
This is the character's thoughts.
Okay. She will forcefully drag him because she's still holding him.
Strength
She
roll.
will forcefully drag him.
He wins. He
Oh,
will
come
grab you
on,
and
don't
begin to drag you backwards.
don't be such a wuss.
As he does so, you see a dark figure emerging from the top of the web. As a megalithic spider descends.
Immediately she does this. She would have known this since birth because this is a race. This is race
What are you
magic.
disguising yourself as?
The wall.
Stay away from it.
No, she just disguised herself in the same color as the wall behind her.
Malik will blend into the shadows.
I will. I want to. She would want to observe what this creature does, or how. Like, what does it? What does it do?
Spider will descend to its web before reaching up with its mandibles and consuming one of what seems to be humanoid forms in the cocoon.
I have an idea. The floor is made out of spider webs, as you stated. And I am now standing on solid ground.
You are.
I want to cast firebolt out of spiderweb on the ground.
Okay. Are you attempting to do this from seclusion, or are you just outright doing it?
I'm just outright doing it.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to hit or something?
You're going to hit a spider web, so go ahead and roll to hit, but it's very low. Yeah, you're going to hit the spider web.
Yeah, it's not that hard hitting the ground.
The spider will hiss and scream at you.
But now its floor is gone. Or slowly burning up.
And sadly, you've done for an hour. That's end of session.